All right. I think this joke is probably at this point within the sphere of the internet, probably played out by this point, but the MCU is doomed. Doomed, as I mean that Robert Downey Jr. will be playing Doctor Doom in the MCU. And this was a big announcement at Comic-Con. And I'm sure a lot of people have questions. They're trying to figure out, like, how is this supposed to work? How do they make, Tony Stark, Doctor Doom? Do they make him an evil variant? Is he like, Stark separated at birth? I mean, there's a whole list of ways that you can make this work. But let's be real here. The MCU is really trying to get everybody to come back and watch these movies again. Because after the Avengers Endgame, I think a lot of people tuned out. They watched the TV shows and they were like, I'm not feeling it. Everything from WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier just didn't really do what people wanted it to do, and just made people tune out of the MCU completely. And I even said it for a while now that, like, I'm pretty much done, like, with it, because the storytelling just, like, took a nosedive, right? So I went ahead and I watched Spider-Man No Way Home. That was a great movie. And, but like, Doctor Strange, the second one was awful. I know there were exceptions. Like, that's the thing about the MCU. The MCU, ever since Endgame, has been, you get really bad stuff and you get like one or two exceptions. And oh my gosh, the MCU is saved. Like, give an example right now. Deadpool and the Wolverine, everyone's saying that movie is great. But that really feels like a cap end to the Fox 20th, the 20th Century Fox X-Men films than anything else. Like, this is kind of like, we're doing away with the Fox stuff. This is like the last straw for that. And now they're moving on to bringing the X-Men somehow and the Fantastic Four and all the stuff that 20th Century Fox still had a hold of into the MCU in their own way. And they're going to completely alter everything from the comics. They're going to completely alter, like, and that's the thing that bugs me so much. Like, you can't even make stories that are all close to the comic books anymore, or at least close to the source material. It drives me absolutely up the wall. Like, this is one of the reasons why the Lord of the Rings movies did so well, is because they stuck to the source material. Yeah, they added stuff, but they, and only stuff they really needed to alter was in order to make it work within a narrative. But they were always trying to ensure that it was telling the same story and it kept the same lore and all this stuff from that. And for a while, Marvel was semi doing that, I guess, with the earlier MCU stuff. And then it was altering its stuff here, changing some stuff there that some people didn't really care for. But as the years have gone on, the MCU just basically went so far in its own direction that it's just like, you wonder how in the world it's supposed to all work out. Well, it's because it's all a multiverse. It's all a multiverse, right? And by making everything a multiverse, it doesn't have the same effect as, like, when you have really good storytelling. So if you've not seen Endgame, then this is going to be a spoiler for you. But Tony Stark dies saving the universe at the end of Avengers Endgame. And if they alter the timeline, or if they just go into another universe, they can just pluck out another Tony Stark, make it a different actor, or they can pluck out Robert Downey Jr. from another timeline, and then boom, Iron Man is back. Pull out Steve Rogers, and Steve Rogers is back as Captain America all over again. Like, they could just keep doing that, and you'd sit there and go, well, now you have 14 million different versions of a character, so we can change whatever we want about the character. And it's like, it really gets boring after a while, because how many times can you just keep, making this is why I never really cared for the multiverse to stories. You know, I don't. But this is what they're doing. They're making Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. Now, is he playing, like, is he just like another person in the MCU? Is he actually going to be playing Victor Von Doom, who, you know, that's who Doctor Doom is, from Latveria, which is an Eastern European country? Like, are they actually going to do that? We don't know. We really don't know. They could go with the Robert Downey Jr. as playing an evil Tony Stark variant. Now, if they do this, this could be an alternate universe where Tony Stark becomes Doctor Doom, or in the way that I think it would work is if it's Tony Stark was separated at birth and, like, you know, in an alternate universe and was raised in Latveria and was named Victor Von Doom, but his actual name is Tony Stark, and so he's Iron Man and Doctor Doom all in the same. Or it says here, you know, Robert Downey Jr. is just playing Victor Von Doom with no strings attached. And I am, to be quite honest with you, I don't know how they're going to pull this off. But from what we understand, the Fantastic Four movie that they are going to be doing is not within the same universe as the MCU's quote-unquote 616. It is actually going to be an alternate universe Fantastic Four. So this Robert Downey Jr. is just going to be playing Victor Von Doom. They could, if they wanted to, do an alternate timeline where Chris Evans comes back as Human Torch and meets Chris Evans as Captain America, but they decided not to do that. You know, I don't know. I'm really on the fence about this. Like, I've been tuned out of the MCU for a while, and I still want to see, you know, Deadpool Wolverine, but I don't necessarily want to go to the movie theater to go see it because, well, I don't want to give, you know, the way that the MCU has been handled has not been that good. Let's just be real about that, okay? It has taken a direction in which a lot of people tuned out. Storytelling-wise, just didn't keep people connected. But can this work? Sure. It's going to be its own take, its own universe, just another in the multiversal thing with Marvel. And to some people, I don't know if that's going to bring enough people back to make them the money that they want. You know, people wanted to see Deadpool and Wolverine because they were really excited to see a movie that went out of its way to, you know, please all the fans who have got them to this point so far. And, you know, because obviously they're dropping the 20th Century Fox stuff after this point. But now, where do they go for the MCU from here? Can they actually revive this thing? Or are they going to have to hit the reset button in another year or two? Like, after this movie comes out, are they going to do something crazy? Because, to my understanding, there's going to be, like, Avengers Doomsday, and they're going to do Avengers, you know, Secret Wars. So I have a feeling that Secret Wars is going to be the hard reset to the MCU, where they literally hit the reset button and they basically make it where all of the movies just just come to an end and everything is just reborn anew with brand new actors and brand new story, and we're going to tell the story all over again. And I don't know if people are going to be invested in that, or if they're just going to say, like, I'm done with superhero films. I'm really, really, like, skeptical of this. So I want to know what you guys think. Are you excited about Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom? Or are you like, I don't know about that. Of course, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. Check out my other videos as well. I have many more videos like this coming soon, so stay tuned for all that. And as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.